supporter and one of our best friends.
What's up? Fuck yeah! Watch out.
Cheers, you guys.
Woo!
Cheers.
A shark. It's a shark. For real.
No, it's not. It just makes it all so worth it. Hi, my name is Kenna, and this is Jay. We live aboard our Choi Lee Offshore 41. Her name is Sitka. Currently, we are sailing and exploring our beautiful home here on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. I'm new to sailing, but I'm learning and loving it more and more each day. Jay, on the other hand, was born a salty sailor. As he takes me under his wing to get ready to sail around the world, join us on our adventure of falling in love with the beauty of life and the wonders of each other. Welcome to the story of us, and welcome to Sailing Sitka.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be your captain for the day. So we're about to take off sailings. It's Friday afternoon, and we're done with boat projects for now. We still have to do the whole mizzen mast, but we figured that we deserve a little break, so we're gonna go for a little weekend sailing. The wind seems to be good, so we'll be able to sail. We should be anyways. We might get rain, but whatever. We have wet rain gear, so that's good to go. So now we're just gonna walk you through the steps that we take to get the boat ready to just leave the dock, basically, because we are live aboard, so there's a little bit more, you know, you have to secure, take the internet cable, shore power, all that stuff. A little bit different than when you're actually on the hook all the time and just lifting the anchor. So we'll just walk you through the little steps that we take before sailing. So follow us.
The first thing we do is lower bush tit our dinghy off the deck and into the water in preparation to tow behind Sitka.
All right, so before we leave, we always get the boat ready to sail. So we're just putting the sheets on the genoa. So they're already tied to genoa, but we coil them and put them forward, as it makes our life a lot easier when you're living aboard, and also keeps your sheets in a better condition so they're not laying on the deck and just getting wet and grimy. So we just coil them and attach them there. Same goes for the furling line, as it's coiled over here on the black coil, and that we don't put on until we leave, so that this gate remains open and we don't get a tripping hazard, as the furling line goes right here, right at the perfect height to trip you right into the ocean. So a bunch of sanding dust was stuck under bush tit from when we sanded the whole mast. Look how pretty she looks, and look how pretty my love looks. So these sheets are brand new, so we've only sailed with them once, so they still need to get some memory in them, as to not twist into like a spider's nest. So obviously we want to rig the sheets on the exterior of all our stays, so that when we tack and when we're sailing we don't run into problems. And then Kenna passes it through our block here on our genoa track, and then to our self-tailing Lumar 48s that we have on either side. And as you can see, we have our main sheet on the secondary winches, little Anderson 18s, and those go here, and the same goes on the starboard side. And then our reef points is just slab reefing, and it's all rigged on the starboard side of the boom, as I can demonstrate here. So we have reef 1, reef 2, and reef 3, progressively making the sail smaller as the wind increases. And all the lines are here. Really good set of chocks here. And then that's pretty much it for running rigging. It's very efficient. Keep it simple. Another thing I want to add is basically another eye bolt like this with a big backing plate, and it's going to be somewhere here, so we can rig a preventer and then bring it with a block back to the cockpit. That way we stay safe. Sorry, I'm just picking up gash on the deck from all the rigging we've done. So now Kenna's done this, and we'll move on to the next. Right, next thing we do before we leave is we take all the covers off so they don't go flying. So first thing we'll do is we'll start at the bow, and we just work our way out. So get our windlass ready. Next thing, forward hatch. So we keep these covers on normally because bush tit sits on here, so just to not scratch our actual acrylic there, so they stay nice.
Oh, it looks so pretty without it.
Yeah. And we'll do the same in our cabin side. We've got all the covers here, so that's good. And the last cover is the helm cover, so we'll take that off. So this wheel is in need of a polishing, so don't judge it. It's probably the ugliest part of Sitka at this point. If anybody has an old cool wheel that fits this and wants to send it our way, we'll take it. In here is where all the this is also something I want to change. This is kind of a stupid setup. I don't know why the old owner did it that way, but I'm not gonna judge because sometimes you have to do things the quick way, and maybe he didn't have time to resolve it. And it wasn't an issue before because we had teak grate floors, so the wiring would actually be under the floor and it would just come up behind, so it wasn't as bad. But now that we've just did non-skid, it's a tripping hazard and it just causes issue. So every time I sail, I put this bag over it and I pinch a hole at the bottom so that if water was to get in, it would leak out. But just to try to protect the connections, because everybody knows electronic connections in saltwater environment is not the best. So now we have the chart plotter. Kenna was able to use her nails to take the tape that I put on there because it was a nightmare. And then I'm just gonna wire all this here. These are the little jobs that I swear to God, when you're doing them in front of a camera, always take 10 times longer than they do if you're not filming. I don't know why, but it seems to be the freaking case every time. So, that's right. You judge me from the comfort of your living room. It's always a nightmare. Also, I have like no fingertips left from sanding the entire mast. So that's my excuse for today. I'll make sure to find another one for next time. Oh, great success. See, that wasn't that hard.
That was a minute.
Alright, now for the wiring. It's pretty self-explanatory, really. Like, you just gotta fit. You remember that game when you were kids that put the triangle and the triangle and the square and the square in the hole? This is where it comes handy. So your whole life you were wondering why you did that game? Well, if you get a boat, you'll figure it out. That's our little C-talk cable, so that these communicate with our autopilot. All right, and that's it. Bob's your uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, but he's your uncle.
You always say.
We'll open our engine room. And I just do these checks every single time. It takes 2 minutes to do, and it can save you a lot of pain. I've learned this the hard way over the years, so first thing I'll do is check the oil. Looks good, but first try doesn't count, so obviously you want your oil to be between the two lines here. I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence, just if anybody can learn something, that's what we want. Next thing I check is my alternator belt tension, because if this belt is loose, we're not going to get electricity for the alternator, but more importantly, it might not rotate the raw water pump, which provides cooling to the heat exchanger to cool the coolant, which in turn cools the engine. So that's a big no-no. So we want to make sure that that's tight, that there's no obvious dust anywhere. So if you see black dust on your engine, that's usually a sign that it might be slipping on your pulleys. We want to make sure that our coolant is above the low line. It's just above the low line, but on this engine, that's perfectly fine. But you want your coolant to be between the line, the full, and the low. As the engine heats up, it expands the coolant, which in turn goes in here. And then once the engine cools, it sucks it back in, so you don't have any air. Basically, you don't want air in the system, so it prevents the coolant from flowing evenly throughout. Another thing I do check is I just use my handy dandy flashlight here and I look under the engine and I make sure I don't see, for example, coolant or obvious signs of oil leaks. I mean, it is an engine build, so sometimes it is dirty. We try to keep ours as clean as possible. So I just verify that everything looks as it should. And right now it looks really good. That's pretty much it. It's like I said, it takes 2 seconds. Like if I wasn't talking the whole time, like I tend to do, it would have taken 30 seconds. So it's something I encourage everybody to do. One thing is like, that can happen is you don't want your water in your oil, which has happened to me once because my my vented loop on the exhaust failed when we were in an anchorage and water got into the boat. By into the boat, I mean inside the engine. So I had to take all the injectors apart. But if I had just started my engine without checking, I would have hydrolocked my engine and destroying a brand new diesel engine. So check your oil, people, every time. Every time I close my eyes.
So when it comes to doing the inside, you pretty much just want to make sure everything is stowed so that when we are sailing, it doesn't fall. So we move all of our cutting boards, pans, just making sure everything is kind of tucked away. Same with our speaker, dehumidifier, heater over here as well. We have a bungee cord holding it down. And then what we also do is disconnect the internet from the dock as well. So here I just disconnected it and it goes through here and up through the top of our anchor locker here, and then Jay's just gonna come grab it, feed it through, and then we're just gonna leave it on the dock. And just like that, we're off. Untying the lines and disconnecting from any sources of power or distractions is one of the best feelings in the world. The more I am sailing, the more I am learning each time. It is nice to see the hours that we put into these projects over the months come to life and serve their purpose. It's so rewarding seeing Sitka come together so beautifully.
It's going like that, man. So doing 9.6 knots and 18 knots of wind with a full main and a reef Genoa. So doing pretty good. We got the tide with us, so that's helping. But yeah, it's nice out. Fucking little sporty conditions. Perfect. We love it.
Meet Jimmy, our biggest supporter and one of our best friends.
What's up? Oh yeah, you gotta keep on the tension. Go pull up. There we go. About to get in the anchorage. Ooh! And it was supposed to rain and it didn't rain. So watch out.
Now we can see Big Daddy Safari with Little Mama Safari right in their element. Holy moly!
In the wild. We in the wild now.
Oh yeah. And now Kenna, what's the plan?
The plan is to drop the anchor. You see that jellyfish?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so cute. Yep, two. Okay.
Yep. It's always hard to tell at this anchorage because there's so much current. Because we're getting close to that trap.
Don't make your own board now. We hired Jimmy. No, just kidding.
Alright, so
What's up? They pay me $2 per day.
now we have a bridle, so it's gonna be all that. So first thing we're gonna do, the best is to clip it the closest to up here so that it's easy. So you just clip this on the chain right there, like so, and then you put the elastic back on. Yeah, my finger is already split open on this here. And then just in the water, and you just put that on there.
Oh my god.
And this side, same thing on the other side.
That is beautiful.
Right? Isn't that awesome? So this, same thing. Here, there. Then we're gonna put more chain out until so you see how this now is tight?
Yeah.
So now there's no strain on this. Now the bridle's doing all the work.
That's cool.
Right? Cool. Huh? You like it?
Wow, I love that.
That's way better than what we used to have.
Yes, ooh, what do we got here, Jimmy? Some fishing?
To catch a fish.
Maybe I'll catch a dinner tonight. We just arrived at our anchorage, Sydney Spit. It's beautiful, nice and calm. The best part is arriving and just completely relaxing. Full disclosure, I did get seasick on this sail here, and it is like my worst nightmare when that happens, because in the moment it's the worst feeling and you don't feel like doing anything. But I had a tiny like 20-minute nap and I woke up so fresh. So yeah, happy to be here.
Sur une petite course?
Corsage, of course.
Des bières là de.
Non-alcoolique?
Hein?
Non. Oh, ouais.
So
Yes.
Kenna, do you want a gin? The little gin drinks? Peach?
Yeah, please.
Yeah?
I went from seasick to drinking in like 20 minutes.
That's great. Oh! When it do that,
Yeah, you gotta yank, okay?
you just
Yeah.
send it very hard. Like,
Yeah.
up.
Alright. One little course here.
Thank
and
you.
Here you go, my lemon squid. I won't open it.
Can I just got a bite?
Really? Oh, daddy, let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Huh?
And you have to cheers or else it's bad luck.
I'm trying to friggin'
Yeah,
finish
you want me to
this.
open it?
No, I got it.
Oh, damn.
Cheers,
Cheers.
you guys!
Woo!
Cheers!
Subscribe! Yeah. It's a shark. For real.
No, it's not.
It's a shark. Oh, we caught him on the dorsal.
Oh my god, he's so...
Oh my god, it's just a baby.
Do you have a glove?
Oh my god. Oh, he's so cute. What? Jay was on the rod for like 3 seconds. Say hi.
Hi! I can't believe this.
So I just caught a shark. Oops.
It's a dogfish.
That's a dogfish.
Look at that.
We have the old crew. You fishing or drinking?
Both.
Jimmy's currently snagged, so we're trying to, well, he's trying to undo it. Is it stuck still? Let's go see what's going on inside. So I prepped this on the way here, and now Kenna is packing us some delicious gyozas.
Yours
Oh, go! Big Daddy Safari approves! Let's go, baby!
Jay gets crazier on the hook, I swear to God. I swear to God he gets crazier on the hook.
Yeah, because then I get to not have responsibilities. Hook is set. Jay's having fun. Let's go!
Look at him go.
Then Bobber putting the engine on the outboard because we were snagged. So Jimmy's rowing old school.
Yeah, Jimmy, go.
To be fair, on my last boat, we didn't have a dinghy with an engine. We rowed everywhere. One time in Mexico, it was so windy, we had to walk our dinghy upwind so we could drift back to our boat.
He's doing tricks. Look at him go.
Oh, we got a trickster on here.
Oh,
now he's
shit.
just showing off. He's got bow thrusters and stern thrusters.
And then you'll just pinch it closed. Everybody does it differently, but I just pinch it. Jay always tried to explain to me the feeling of being on the hook. It's just so serene. You have no internet. You have no shore power. You have no issues. You just have you and nature. Like literally, you're immersed in nature. It's such a way of life. And I wish everybody could experience this feeling. It just makes it all so worth it.
Aquarium! Keep me in the aquarium! I have to cook for my master! Small points and rid of Austin. It's not rocket science, Jackie. Welcome to Bush Teeth Adventures. You're on Bush Teeth? Bush Teeth Big Daddy Safari, Little Mama Safari, and Sitka right over here. Kan du gå en areal, Jimmy?
We started the next day with a dinghy ride to shore to explore what this island has to offer. Rumors had it that there was an old World War II bunker hidden somewhere underground, so like Scooby-Doo's gang, we were off to solve the mystery. Sadly, after an hour of so walking around, we failed to find it, but instead ate some weird plants and hugged some big old trees.
So this is a Sitka spruce, and that's literally what Sitka's masts are made out of, and they're all over this island. Well, they're everywhere in BC really, but very good wood to make wooden masts out of. That and fir are pretty much the best materials, so that's pretty cool.
Follow for more tips from Big Daddy Safari. You actually do. You look puny.
That's big Daddy Safari.
If Jimmy dies, this is proof that he's self-inflicting himself.
It is good. For real.
What is it? What does it taste like?
You will taste.
No, I will not taste.
Yes, you will.
Jay will taste.
Something that this boat needs a captain.
What is it?
It's
Can you give me the name of it at least?
of course not. I'm French.
What's it? Is it in French?
Des Kirk.
Des Kirk.
Des Kirk, tabarnak,
Yeah, they should- It sounds like they should cook it. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. I'm not even.
Kirk, like. You will.
No, fuck with it.
Go. Taste it.
Yeah.
You're gonna die. What?
Something jumped at me!
Did you get a bite?
Yeah.
Oh, live on video. Got it on video. So Sitka's over there. And there's a big point beach that goes all the way around. So this is Sydney Spit, located just off Vancouver Island, off Sydney, which is where the international airport on Vancouver Island is, which is right over there, and where the BC ferries go from the island to Vancouver and all the little Gulf islands. And Bushted's doing great. Cheers, gang.
What?
Oh, that's funny.
What?
You also
What's that?
though they swim sideways.
That's so cute!
Honey, what are we eating tonight? Dogfish. Filming on filming on filming.
Ouais. Ah, on a du fun. C'est le fun. C'est beau, regarde.
Look at the concentration. Our first catch and cook of the season.
It's gonna be a dance course
Oh, that's gorgeous.
with customer from Safari Sitka. You start like that, just feel the vibe. Fuck yeah! Take it, man. That's all.
He's 100% sober,
And
Oh,
and he's got money.
he just paid me $20 to do that.
Hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband, cause he's coming for everybody.
Oh fuck yeah! And of course I'm a wiener pro.
We got some sun today, I think.
you did? I'm a ghost. Oh, Jay, you look like... you look insane!
I am insane. I live on a sailboat. Look at our view, though. Look at our view. Not a bad view to cook to, huh?
What's a better view, though?
Right here.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
5 points for Gryffindor. They see me cruising, they hating, patrolling, trying to catch me cruising dirty, trying to catch me cruising dirty.
So, Jimmy, how did you like going up the mast?
It's very high. Like I thought I was going all the way up, but to hear that rope make dong dong dong,
Yeah.
and it's sketchy, you know.
Yeah,
it's like
it
just
is.
a seat. It's basically a planche.
Bows and share.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
No, it's high and it move a lot.
Yeah.
and yeah, it's scary. Like
It is.
Jason passed 14 hour up there.
Yeah.
You also pass a lot of time up there, and it's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Like it is scary.
You did good. You did good.
Shit myself a little bit.
Well, thanks for getting those shots, Jimmy.
Just like that, we're sailing back our way into reality, back to doing boat projects and working our day jobs. But these are the things that we do to experience just this. So as time-consuming and as frustrating as boat projects can be, and how exhausting and ass-kicking our jobs are, it all comes full circle in order for us to enjoy this beautiful and unique lifestyle. As I've said before, and I'll say it again, hard work pays off, my people. So whatever that hard thing is that you are struggling with this week, I challenge you to conquer and overcome it, because I do promise you, good things will follow. As per always, thank you so much for joining us this episode, and a massive thank you to our biggest supporter and good friend Jimmy for spending the weekend on the hook with us. It was such a pleasure. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video or any of the others we've made, let us know by liking and leaving a comment. Cheers, our safari crew, and we will see you next Sunday.